Welcome all, welcome to our topic life process in living organism. It's our last video of this chapter. Previously we covered all transportation in plants, in humans. After that, coordination and control. In that we covered neurons, what are the nerve cells, what are the neurons. Okay, and we discussed about brain, spinal cord, nervous system, which are the types of nervous system. In that there are three types of nervous system: central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, and autonomic nervous system. So we already covered central nervous system including brain and spinal cord, but one extra information is left that already we discussed that thing, but you just go through it. What are the different parts of brain and what is their function? That thing we already discussed, but one time you must read this. After that we are started today our next nervous system, that is peripheral nervous system. So next is peripheral nervous system. So what is peripheral nervous system? The peripheral nervous system consists of nerves originating from central nervous system. These nerves connect central nervous system with all parts of body, and there are two types. So mainly that peripheral nervous system is laterally present in body, and that nerves are arise from the organs of central nervous system. There are mainly two organs of central nervous system, that is brain and spinal cord. On basis of that, from where they originate or they arise, on the basis of that they are divided into two types. One is cranial nerves and another one is spinal nerves. So let's see what is cranial nerves. The nerves that originating from brain. So I already told you that peripheral nervous system, in that the nerves arise from the organs of central nervous system. So when the nerves are originating from brain, such nerves are called cranial nerves. जो nerves brain से निकलती है उसे हम कहते हैं cranial nerves. They are associated with various parts in head, thorax and abdomen. और ये किस किस के कांटेक्ट में रहती है? जैसे ये जो cranial nerves है वो cranial nerves brain से निकल के हेड है, thorax region, abdomen region तक वो पहुँचती है. There are 12 pairs of cranial nerves. Mainly if you are seen, so out of all 12 pairs of cranial nerves are present in our body. Second one is spinal nerves. So name suggests meaning spinal nerves means mainly the nerves originate from spinal cord. So nerves originating from spinal cord are called spinal nerves. Highlight both this definition of cranial nerves and spinal nerves. These are associated with, ये कहाँ तक वो elongated रहते हैं या फैले हुए रहते हैं, spread रहते हैं. They are associated with arms, legs, skin and some other parts of body. And how many spinal nerves are present? 31 pairs. Just remember that thing, 12 pairs of cranial nerves and 31 pairs of spinal nerves are present in our body. So that about peripheral nervous system. Let's move on our next nervous system, that is autonomic nervous system. So all that nervous system play a very important role in our body. Let's see what is autonomic nervous system. The autonomous nervous system consists of nerves of involuntary organs like heart, lungs, stomach, etc. It is not under control of our will. So before discussing about autonomic nervous system, you must understand what is the involuntary organs. Involuntary organ means those organs that they do not work according to our will. ऐसे ऑर्गन्स जो हमारी इच्छा से काम नहीं करते, वो खुद के ही अकॉर्डिंग अपना वर्क करते हैं हमारे बॉडी में. वो हमारे ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं रहते कि जब हम उनको ऑर्डर देंगे तब वो वर्क करेंगे. ओके, सच ऑर्गन इज कॉल्ड इनवॉलंटरी ऑर्गन्स. एंड इन दैट लेट्स सी सम एग्जांपल्स लाइक हार्ट, lungs, stomach. All that organs are called involuntary organs because they do not work according to our will. They can work according to their will. Next is reflex action. So now what is the reflex action? It is the main part of whatever the impulses that carries by different nerves and how it is transferred from one organ to another organ. So to understand reflex action, one diagram is given here in textbook. So from that you can easily understand what is reflex action. An immediate and involuntary response given to a stimulus from environment is called reflex action. Highlight the definition of reflex action. It is the immediate and involuntary response. It is immediate मतलब जो एक्शन हम क्विक करते हैं और जो हमें पता भी नहीं रहता. इनवॉलेंट्री मतलब ऐसी एक्शन जो हमारी इच्छा से नहीं होती, जो कभी भी सडन जो क्विक एक्शन हम परफॉर्म करते हैं. जैसे कोई एकदम रेड हॉट गर्म बर्तन है और उसको हमें नहीं पता कि वो बहुत ज़्यादा गर्म है, गैस पे रखा हुआ है, हम जैसे जाते हैं उसको टच करते हैं और जैसे टच करते हैं हम क्विक अपना हाथ पीछे ले लेते हैं. सो दैट इज़ द इनवॉलेंट्री एक्शंस. हमें नहीं पता था या हमने ऐसा नहीं सोचा कि ऐसा नहीं हुआ वहाँ कि हमने वो पैन को पकड़ के रखा है, फिर हमारी इच्छा हुई तब हम उसे छोड़ेंगे, चलो अब हम हाथ निकाल लेते हैं. ऐसा नहीं होता. जैसे अगर पैन अगर गर्म है तो हाथ लगाते ही हम ऑटोमेटिकली हमारा हाथ बैक चले आता है, पीछे चले आता है. दैट इज़ द इनवॉलेंट्री एक्शन जो सडन हुई. सच एक्शन और सच रिस्पॉन्स गिवन टू अ पर्टिकुलर स्टिमुलस, जो हॉट था वो स्टिमुलस था और उसके अगेंस्ट जो हमने रिस्पॉन्स शो किया है, जैसे वी जस्ट पुश आवर हैंड बैक, सच एक्शन इज कॉल्ड रिफ्लेक्स एक्शन. Sometimes we react to an incident without any thinking or a part or control over reaction. This is a response given to a certain stimulus from surrounding. In such situations, proper control and coordination is achieved even without intervention of brain. Yes, that reflex action are sudden actions. In that actions, our brain is not involved. ये ऐसी कुछ actions रहती है कि जिसमें हमारे brain का involvement नहीं रहता. थिंकिंग कैपेसिटी हमारी तब नहीं रहती कि हम पहले सोचें और फिर उसके ऊपर कोई रिस्पॉन्स शो करें. नहीं, ये ऐसे एक्शंस होते हैं कि जो सडन होते हैं, क्विक, जिसमें हमें सोचने के लिए भी टाइम नहीं मिलता. जैसे और एक एग्जांपल ले लो, आप रास्ते से चल रहे हो, यू आर वॉकिंग ऑन अ रोड एंड एट सेम टाइम जस्ट अ डॉग स्टार्ट्स बार्किंग ऑन यू एंड ही जस्ट जंप ऑन यू. सो व्हाट यू डू एट दैट टाइम? यू जस्ट रन अवे फ्रॉम दैट प्लेस. आप वहाँ खड़े रहोगे कि वहाँ से भागोगे? डेफिनेटली सबसे पहले कुछ सोचे बिना आप तो वहाँ से भागना स्टार्ट करोगे. ओके, और अगर आप ब्रेन का यूज़ करके अगर सोचने लगते तो शायद दैट डॉग बाइट्स यू. सो सम केसेस आर ऑकर्स इन नेचर और ऑकर्स इन एनवायरनमेंट और such stimulus are there in nature on that we cannot think. We just respond suddenly against it, and such action is called reflex action. So how that stimulus and how that response we are shown. So to understand this, one diagram is given here कि कैसे हमें कोई स्टिमुलस मिलता है और हमारा ब्रेन जो है वो उसके ऊपर सोच के कुछ एक्शंस हम सोच के भी कर सकते हैं, कुछ बिना सोचे भी कर सकते हैं. तो ये जो स्टिमुलस हमें मिलता है, जैसे एक एग्जांपल दिया है, बर्निंग कैंडल दिखाई है. ओके, दैट बर्निंग कैंडल, जैसे बर्निंग कैंडल पे जैसे हम हाथ रखते हैं, हम अपना हाथ पीछे खींचते हैं, बैक कर लेते हैं. बैक कर लिया मतलब हमें वहाँ बर्निंग सेंसेशन फील हुए, गरम महसूस हुआ, इसलिए हमने अपना हाथ बैक कर लिया. लेकिन हमें वो सेंसेशन फीलिंग कैसे आई, वो गरम जो है हॉट सेंसेशन हमें कैसे पता चली, रियलाइजेशन कैसे हुआ? तो जो ये स्टिमुलस है वो हमारे हाथ से निकल के ये जो नर्व्स रहती है जो ब्रेन तक जाती है उसे हम कहते हैं, वो एक्शन जो सेंसेशन लेके जाएगी, जो स्टिमुलस लेके जाएगी, वो नर्व्स है और वो न्यूरॉन्स है, सेंसरी न्यूरॉन्स, जो अपने अंदर से जो भी सेंसेशन है वो कैरी करता है. एंड सच न्यूरॉन दैट carry impulse or that carry stimulus from particular organ or receptor organ to brain is called sensory neuron. Then here that brain gives a signal of hot sensation or pain. Okay, and that paining sensation, stimulus or response is carried towards our muscles and we feel here pain. So यहाँ से जो रिस्पॉन्स लेके जाने वाली जो न्यूरॉन्स रहते हैं वो रहते हैं मोटार न्यूरॉन, जो मैसेज कहाँ से कहाँ ट्रांसफ़र करते हैं, ब्रेन से लेके रिसेप्टर ऑर्गन तक. ओके, सो इट इज़ ऑल अबाउट रिफ्लेक्स एक्शन. आप यहाँ देख सकते हो मसल्स आर देयर, मोटर न्यूरॉन्स दैट कैरी इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम ब्रेन टू पर्टिकुलर ऑर्गन. sensory neuron that carry information from particular organ to brain. Spinal cord is there. Association neuron that works between sensory neuron and motor neuron. That all thing we already studied. So it is about reflex action. Some questions are asked here in your textbook. Try to give the answer of this question on the basis of the diagram I explain here. If you want to note the names of that organs, you can note the name of this diagram. That diagram can be asked for naming in examination. So just remember what is central nervous system, what is peripheral nervous system, and what is autonomic nervous system. And again, most important, that is reflex action. Next important topic in this chapter, that is life process in living organism, that is chemical control. Now most of the thing related to coordination and control we already study in this chapter. Now what is this chemical control? अब ये chemical control क्या है? We know our body always secrete hormones and enzymes. Okay, so how that helps in our body? What particular functions that hormone performs in our body? From where that hormone secretes in our body? Okay, all that thing we are going to study here in portion chemical control. Control and coordination in our body is also brought about with the help of certain chemical substance called hormone. Yes, as we already study, some nerves are helped there. As we study in plant, conducting tissues are helps in maintaining control and coordination. So like that, some hormones are also responsible for control and coordination of our body. Such that hormone is nothing but a chemical substance, and that chemical substance is called as hormones. That hormones are secreted by endocrine glands. Yes, highlight this, that hormones are secreted by endocrine glands. These glands are also called ductless gland. ये जो glands है endocrine glands, इसे ductless gland कहते हैं. Okay, it is a ductless gland, means no duct is present here. So that endocrine gland release hormone directly into blood. These glands do not have any arrangement of their own to either store or carry their secretions. yes, ऐसे स्पेसिफिक यहाँ कुछ भी प्लेस नहीं रहती कि ये जो भी हार्मोन रिलीज करती है ये पर्टिकुलर प्लेस पे स्टोर करेगी या कहीं से वो कैरी करेगी. नो. सो whatever the hormone produced by that endocrine gland are directly released into blood circulation. ये directly blood circulation में चले जाते हैं. Thus, though these endocrine glands are present at specific location in our body, their secretions reach all parts of body via blood. Yes, we know that endocrine gland that present on one place, but the secretion that released by that endocrine gland is circulate or reached all body parts, because that endocrine gland released their hormones directly into blood, and blood is one of the medium that reach each and every part of our body. Endocrine gland along with nervous system are responsible for control and coordination in our body. These two systems helps each other to control and integrate various activities of body. So endocrine glands work always with nervous system. Endocrine gland किसके साथ work करती है? Nervous system के साथ, and both that work together, and due to their coordination, a total control and coordination in our body takes place. A marked difference between these two systems is that nerve impulses are fast but short-lived, whereas action of hormone is very slow but long-lasting. What is the difference between these two? What is the difference between endocrine gland and nervous system? Okay, whatever the response given by nervous system is retained for very short duration. Okay, whatever the impulse that released by our nerves, that just retain for short time, but the action of a hormone, whatever the hormone that released by endocrine gland, the intensity of that hormone or the action of that hormone is slow. It not perform very fast action, but it can retain their action as it is for long period of time. So it is the basic difference between the nervous system and endocrine glands. The diagram is given here in your textbook, and that diagram asked in exercise also. So you have to draw this diagram and just note down what are the different glands are present, what are the different glands that comes under the endocrine glands. It is very important that hormones are secreted only in the required quantity, and there is special mechanism which control the quantity and timing of hormone secretion. Yes, as we know, like a doctor give us a prescription, in that they give us a medicine, any tablet or any syrup. So they are giving a particular quantity of that syrup. So you must take 3.5 ml, you just take 2 ml, you can take 5 ml. Okay, so according to that we are taken the particular medicine. Like that our glands also secretes हार्मोन इन पर्टिकुलर क्वांटिटी. जैसे हम मेडिसिन क्वांटिटी में लेते हैं, वैसे ही हमारी बॉडी क्या करती है, जो हार्मोन्स रिलीज करती है, जो ये डिफरेंट ग्लैंड्स से ये डिफरेंट हार्मोन्स रिलीज करते हैं, ये पर्टिकुलर क्वांटिटी में करते हैं. बिकॉज ओवर सिक्रीशन एंड लेस सिक्रीशन बोथ आर रिजल्ट्स इनटू कॉजिंग डिसीजेस. क्योंकि यही हार्मोन का बहुत ज़्यादा सिक्रीशन होना और बहुत कम सिक्रीशन होना, ये एक डिसीज क्रिएटिंग कंडीशन हो सकती है. Whenever there is an increase in blood glucose level, certain cells in pancreas get stimulated, and as a response, they release a greater quantity of insulin. Yes, when the blood glucose level increases in our body, at that time, the hormone like insulin is secreted at same time, and it decrease blood glucose level. और blood glucose level अगर body में increased होता है तो उससे diabetes caused होते हैं. और ये हार्मोन की वजह से हमारी बॉडी सेफ है कि डायबिटीज़ होने से हमें ये बचाती है. बिकॉज इंसुलिन लोअर्स द ब्लड ग्लूकोज लेवल, एंड ड्यू टू दैट लोअरिंग ऑफ ब्लड ग्लूकोज लेवल, डायबिटीज़ इज इन अंडर कंट्रोल. सो all the thing regarding control and coordination about human, about animal and about plant we studied in this chapter, that is life processes in living organism. Now next one chart is given here. Chart given on page number 177 includes the different glands that present in our body. Their location is given here. The different hormone that released by glands are given here, and the functions that carried out by these glands. All thing is given here. You just go through it, read this gland, their location, where it is present, what different hormones are included in this gland, or which different hormone released by this gland, and what is the importance or what is the function of these different hormones. So just read out all the functions and hormones and just remember that thing for objective purpose, and that is again essential for your knowledge also, so you can understand which different hormone works in our body. So a chapter that is life processes and living organisms are complete here. I hope you understood the chapter. If you are having any queries, you can ask me.